probably just do and go immediately into our work. We may not really wait for people as much. Or we'll just send the recording and
Yes.
everything. Or let's 6 o'clock let's get to 6. Let's see if probably more people should join in. Expect more people to join in. But you can see my
Is
screen,
that we
right?
should wait for? Yeah, I can see your
Yes.
screen.
Okay. Like by 6 o'clock we'll start, 6 o'clock sharp.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, 6 o'clock. So that's a minute time. Start, keep up time stay. Okay, good evening everybody. By everybody I mean good evening Nana, because I don't want the class right now.
Evening.
So today is the second day of our Power BI class, and we would want to like recap what we learned yesterday before we go into today's work. Yesterday, day one, we yesterday day one, yesterday day one,
I'm
we learned
trying
about.
to.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I'm trying to turn my data on. That's why. My volume up.
Okay, sure. So yesterday was day one, and we did a couple of. I know we did like we dived into the world of data analytics. We learned about the
Yeah.
basics about the scratch of data analytics. We went into how to export and import. Import data from either a CSV file or an Excel file. Then we also learned Power Query. Went to Power Query and we talked about how we can import data. You can import data, we can clean data. We tried to clean that data, we tried to transform data yesterday. So I don't know if there are any questions concerning yesterday's work before we go straight up into today's work. Because we don't really have so much time. I would I'll take silence as a no, meaning no question. Joyce, are you here with us? Um,
Thanks.
Joyce, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, that's good. That's better. So you were not in yesterday's class, I guess, but did you go through the video of yesterday?
yes, I did.
Okay, so you know how to clean data, you know how to transform data. Okay. So quickly, we shall be going to day two of Power BI. My name is Victor Okosun. I am a data analyst. I have basically done several courses on data analytics. Right now I'm a freelancer that gets I don't have like a job role or a job description, but I'm a freelancer that gets the analytics job from different sources, and I work on data, I clean data, and it's like almost getting to a year I dwell into the world of data analytics. So today we shall be going to our day two of Power BI camp or Power BI Boot camp. So yesterday we were able to establish the basics of data analytics and Power BI. We're able to see things that we talked about business decisions, we talked about cleaning data, we talked about data models and things like those basics. Yesterday was basics, was for like beginners. Today we're going to be working on visuals. Like basically Power BI is a visualization tool. Normally it's a visualization tool. Today is like the time where we get to talk about what we use, like types of visual we have, and where to use visuals. sincerely, visuals, there are a lot of visuals like in the market. There are visuals that, but not all visuals can fit into certain circumstances. You have to be able to know what visual best suits your data. And because of the fact that Power BI is a free to air software, you can actually do a lot of experimentation. You can go here and there, you can do this and that before you now choose a vision that best suits what you're trying to do, or a vision that best suits the work you're trying to do. So today, the first objective of today's work, the first part we're going to be talking about is choosing an effective visual. The second part is going to be adding visuals to your projects. Then we're talking about facts and dimension tables and creating relationships with tables. So this fact and dimension table is actually going to data model. I don't think we'll have enough time to go into the data model today because of how it can be. When we're talking about visual, I want to make sure that I'm really grounded in visual, so I don't get to rush using visual, like using I just like maybe I rush everything and nobody gets anything. So I'm going to try my best to take it very slowly, teach visuals very slowly, so that everybody that is in this class will be able to grab at least the basics of visuals. That's my plan for today. So we might not go into data model today, or we most likely not go into data model today. But these two parts, that is visuals and choose an effective visual and how visual works, we'll talk about it today. So straight up, visuals are charts and graphics that allow you as a data analyst to share insights more effectively. It increases the comprehension, retention, and appeal of your analysis. Visuals are a fundamental part of your report. So basically, imagine you are as a data analyst, you just finish your data. Maybe when you analyze your data, you're not writing it on paper. You now come out, you now can't start reading the data. It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really pass on the message. But when you have like a good dashboard or a good report, you have a report. Okay, let me just on the side notes, there's a difference between a report and a dashboard. There's a difference between a report and a dashboard. A report is a data that is like a static. A report cannot be updated. A report cannot be updated. Like maybe you are done with analysis, then you are done, but you are not more going to update that data. There's no new source of data that's coming in. There's no new information that's coming in onto that report. That's what a report is. But a dashboard, the data is updated regularly. Just like when you are on maybe on Twitter, maybe you put a post on it and you click on the analytics tab, like you click on analytics, you now see that it's updated regularly. Like when more people when more people engage on your post, when more people like it, when they comment on it, it's continually updating. Even though it's after 10 years, one person still likes it. Maybe people are drawn back, maybe like there's a throwback or something, and people go back to your post. That engagement continually comes in. So that's like what a dashboard is. So once you have a good visual, it communicates properly to your audience, communicates properly to the people that you're trying to present to. It helps you to show what you are trying to do. So visuals are very, very integral. It's a very integral part of a data analyst. And as a data analyst, you need visuals as much as possible. So very quickly, today, as I said before, I'm trying to rush. I'm not trying to rush. So you bear with me. I'm trying to rush, but I'm not trying to rush. So immediately, like I'll pick a visual from here. And when I pick a visual, I'll open my Power BI. I'll open my Power BI and we'll work on the visual. I'll pick a visual, then I'll open my Power BI and then work on the visual. So for the first one, table and matrix visual. Table and matrix visual. Table contains data in a sense of rows and columns. It contains a header and rows for total. Matrix is similar to the table, but it can show you more elements, rows, columns, and values. Okay, basically, table and matrix. If you have seen the Power BI dashboard, if you're going through our yesterday's video, you see the Power BI dashboard, you saw how it looks like, and you notice that it's made up of rows and columns. So when a table visual is coming to show, it's just showing you a row and a column. It's not really this thing. It's just showing you row and column. But a matrix shows you more than row and column. It can show you four rows, 5 columns. It's more than 2. Basically, a matrix is more than 2. more than two rows or more than two columns. If you get what I'm saying, a matrix is more than two columns. Why table is more likely related to just two columns in Power BI. So if I'm going straight to our Power BI work, okay, yesterday, this data set I'm working on. Can you hear me? Sorry. So yesterday, this data set that I am going to analyze now is the data set we used in our cleaning yesterday. This data set I'm going to analyze now is our data set I'm going to use in our cleaning yesterday. So when I was done cleaning, I clicked on apply and continue. I clicked on apply and continue, and my data loaded into this dashboard now. If you can come here and see, you can see that this is my dashboard. This is what we cleaned yesterday. Our department, first name, gender, last name, location, rating. So as you can see that this is it's arranged of how we did yesterday. So this is not a strange data
Please,
set.
your Power BI is not projected. We are still on the slide.
Okay, sorry, I'm very sorry. Sorry about that. Screen one, share screen. Okay. And is it better now? Is it now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So as I was saying, yesterday, the data that we used as for cleaning, this is what we're going to the same data we're going to be using for our dashboard today. The data we used for cleaning yesterday is what we're going to be using for our dashboard today. So the first thing we're learning today is table and matrix visual. Table and matrix visual. So if you remember yesterday, we talked about our panes. We have our reports, this is our data pane, this is our reports pane, this is our data pane, this is our modeling pane. Then this here is our reports pane. This big canvas here is a reports pane. Then here is our filter pane. Here's our filter pane. Here's our visualization pane. Here's our visualization pane, and here's our fields pane. Our fields pane. So if you hover around here, you see that if I come here now, it shows me the type of bar charts I'm working on. If I come here, it shows me the type of bar chart I'm working on. Come here, start column charts, clustered bar charts, clustered column charts, pie charts, donut charts. It's just once you come and hover around, it tells you the kind of chart you're working with, and that is what will help you to determine what you want to use. As I said earlier, it's it's good for you to experiment all of them to see what it looks like. After this class, experiment, see what everything else can do. Experiment. That's how you go better when you do more. So in case the visual you're looking for is not here, you can always come to these three dots here. You come to the three dots and you click on it. Like I click on it now, you can see you can get more visuals. You can import visuals from a file. You can remove a visual, restore the first visual. So in case the visual you're looking for is something that is not in here, when this is our lineup, I always get another visual. So I told you that we're going to be talking about table and matrix visual. Table and matrix visual. So let's name this page. Let me. I was trying to earlier. Thank you. So yes, I want to rename. Can you hear me? So can you hear me? Am I still there?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So here now, let's say I want to find the average salary for each gender. I want to find the average salary for each gender. How I can do it is that I can come to the gender. There are two ways I can do it. I can either come and click on the gender here and click on salary. I click on gender and okay, let me do something. I don't see it. Let me try to put in the video. Okay. I clicked on gender and I clicked on salary. As you can see now, female, it's showing you female, male, and non-binary. it's showing you female, male, and non-binary. So if you can see, if you are seeing clearly, it's showing that. Thank you now. So if as you can see now, but now this is showing you the sum. It's showing you the sum of the female salary, all the sum of all the female salaries, showing you all the sum of the male salaries, and showing you all the sum of the non-binary salaries. So in case I want to change this from sum to average, I want to know how much an average female collects in the company. I just come and click this. In case I want to open, like I want to see some, I want to see the average. I come and click on this place here. As you can see, it has changed from that 36,000 we had there. It's now 72,000, 70,000 naira. I just meant to be dollars and stuff, but 70,000 naira. Then the male have 74,000 naira. Then the non-binary have 78,000 naira. And the total average is 73,743 naira. So this is for a table. This is for a table. But assuming I want to make this a matrix, I want to add location. I want to know in each location how much each person, how much they collect in each location. I come and click on this location here, and I move it here. Let me move it up. As you can see now, Abuja, females in Abuja. It shows you females in Abuja, females in Kaduna, females in Lagos, and females in Lagos. Okay, I want to point out something. This data set, we made a mistake when we were cleaning it. This Lagos, this LAG0S is not, is our instead of LAG0S, it's meant to be LAGOS. That's why it's appearing twice here. So in order to correct that, we have to go back to our Power Query. We have to go to our Power Query. So let's just do that. Transform data. Let's just quickly do that. Let's just correct that mistake before we go forward, because whatever we don't correct now is going to affect us on a long run. Okay, it's loading. It takes a little while to load sometimes. Okay, now it has opened. It's opening. So now we want to change that LAG0S to LAGOS. What do? We select our whole data set. Press our Control A. Press Control A. Control A. Set our data set. Then we go to transform. We go to transform. Then we go to replace value. Replace value. Then we type LAG0S and we replace it with LAGOS. I'll click on OK. So it has replaced our value. We have replaced our value. So another thing I want to do here is I want to rename this data set. I want to rename it as HR data set. So I come here and click here, say HR the HR data. Then I click on OK. HR data. So now I want to go back and continue. So I click on apply and close and apply. Click on close and apply. So I say apply changes. It's also going to take a while for it to load and apply again. Okay, can you see that something is now showing that something is wrong? because we have edited our data. It's showing you that something is wrong. So we can do this from the beginning again, where we come and click on this first. You say gender, salary, no, location. Why is it showing me just something is wrong? Something is wrong. Yeah, it's not. Let's see what's wrong. What might be wrong? Why is the data showing us what's coming to us? Wait, let me first of all let's remove the visual. Let me start again. Remove visual. Let's start again. So click on our gender, here we click on our salary. Um, count. Not count. Not price. It's not should move. So take that again. Salary, gender. Salary column is not. Something wrong with our salary column. And we have to go back to our Power Query and know what is wrong. File, home, Power Query, some data. Okay, Power Query, we want our distance, and this was what was wrong. See, the change type affected it. It changed from salary, changed to ABC and changed to numbers. That's what's affecting it. Now let's do close and apply. It should be better now. It should load and correct itself. Okay, it should load and correct itself. Okay, so let's clear this first. Move. So choose our gender, salary. So yes, we're back on track. So we put an average back to what we were doing before. Then now let's put location. So now you can see that in our when we put location, the average salary for a female in Abuja, average salary for a female in Kaduna, and the average salary for a female in Lagos is showing. Therefore, males it shows the same thing, and from non-binary it shows the same thing. So this is about table and matrix visual. It's about table and matrix visual. So you can use this to compare data sets. You can use like if I have to find the average salary for everybody that's in a company, you can use this to compare and contrast. So now if you want to like okay, let me move this location up so you can it looks clearer now. You can say for a female in Abuja earn 70,455 averagely. Female in Kaduna earn 76,000, while female in Lagos earn 74,000. It shows if you can see that's it shows that Lagos earns more on a long run than all of them. Lagos earns more. So I can come and rename this now. Um, table table stroke matrix visual. So I So yes, I'm back. Hey, Ikike, good evening. Sorry, I didn't know you joined in. Sorry, Ikike, good evening. We're actually we haven't gone too far. So if you can hear me, so I'm trying to edit this. Rename matrix RIX matrix visual. So that is this. That is. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Let me confirm so you can continue for the next visual type.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. So that's all for table and match visual. The next visual we're going to be working on bar and column charts. Bar and column charts. So in Power BI, there's something called categorical variables and something called numerical variables. Categorical variables are strings. Their number, their data, like examples of categorical variables are gender, names, item number, things that does not have number with it, basically. Categorically, these are text, variables are text. While numerical variables, as the name implies, are numbers. So bar and column charts are used to represent, like when you are comparing a categorical variable to a numerical variable. I don't know if you get me. When you are trying to use a numerical variable, when you are trying to show a categorical variable using a numerical variable, the English may not make so much sense, but let's go to Power BI. Let me explain to you what I'm talking about. So now I come to Power BI and create a new chart, a new page. Then I hover around. You can see the stats bar charts, the stats column charts, this clustered bar charts, this cluster column charts. The difference between a bar chart and a column chart is that bar charts are horizontal, while column charts are vertical. Bar chart are horizontal, while column chart are vertical. So they basically do the same thing. So let's see how the thing appears on Power BI. So I click on this clustered bar chart. Then I then I click on this clustered bar chart. If you can see what I'm doing right now, you can see that this is the clustered bar charts and the clustered column chart. The clustered bar chart being this one, while the clustered column chart being this one. So let's see how it works. Let's say I relate to Power BI. Let's assume we're trying to relate gender again, salary. I'm trying to relate gender, salary. I want to use this let's say we want to use our column chart first. So there's the x-axis and there's the y-axis, just like how you know how a graph is. The x-axis is under for a bar chart, y is up, like the y-axis by the side for a bar chart. So now I come here, I move my gender here, and I move salary. I move my gender and I move salary. Let me increase it so you can see it more clearly. But if you see now, this is still showing the total. I want to show the average. So we come here and click average. Now you can see that this is showing you the average salary. If you hover around it, this black pop-up that comes up is called a tooltip. This black pop-up that comes up is called a tooltip. It's showing that the average salary for a non-binary, if you can see, let me try to zoom in so you can see better. The average salary for a non-binary is 78,000. Then for a male, it's 74,000, and for a female, it's 70,000. So this is just for a clustered column chart. Then for a clustered bar chart, it's just basically the same thing, but this is horizontal. So I move my gender here. Okay, but for a clustered bar chart, it's now inverted. Your y-axis is now your x-axis. For a clustered bar chart, your y-axis is now your x-axis, and your x-axis is now your y-axis. So now you put your gender there, then you put your salary, then you average. Then you put the average. So now you can see that you can see your clustered bar chart and your clustered column chart side by side. Your clustered bar chart and your clustered column chart but side by side. So now assuming like they are trying to tell you to compare three things. Like you're just comparing salary and your gender. If they say you should compare the product, your salary, and your gender, your product, your salary, and your gender. I don't want to do it in this page because let me do something else here. You can also edit what you don't want here. Like if okay, for example now, I want to edit my title. I come here, format my visual. I click here, I click on format my visual. Then I come to general. I click on general, I click on title. Then I can always come and I can come here and I can increase my title. I can increase it. I can play around with it. I can change the color, like whatever I want to do. I can change the background. You can just play around with it. Then there's something called data label. Data label shows you like the label of the data. So now if I come and I open my data label, you can see that. Let me zoom in. You can see that the data label is now coming 79K. I don't have to hover around it to know what it is. See that it has come here to clearly appear. Then if I want to edit my non-binary, my male, my female, I want to make it bigger, I have to come to my y-axis. Then I can increase the size. I can increase the size to my text. I can make it bold. I can underline it. Just it does depend on what my taste is. So whatever editing or whatever formatting you want to do for your visual, you can come and do it here. You can increase the width, see whether you see it well clearly. You can reduce it, just play around it. Then your title, you can come and edit it here. So that's basically for clustered bar charts. So like as I was saying before, let's say assuming you want to compare three things, not just gender and salary. Now you want to compare gender, salary, and location. You're trying to compare gender, salary, and location. So I'm going to come, and department, gender, salary, and department. So you come and select your clustered bar chart. Select your clustered bar chart. Then you come to gender. You first click on your department because your department has more work. Click on your department. Then you click on your salary, your y-axis. Then you come and put as average. Average. Then you can see that you are not even seeing, like for your business, this your department, you cannot see it clearly. Then you now come and put your gender as your legend. You can see your this thing. If you see this now, it's not so clear. So now I want to edit my visual. I want to edit my visual. I come here. I come to my y-axis. I go to my y-axis. I increase it a little. Let me increase the size so everything can be seen. So now you can see everything clearly. Your marketing, your business development, your accounting, your training, your service, your support are stated clearly here in our charts. So now you can see that you are comparing your female. So like for business development, you can see if you zoom in now. If you zoom in now, you can see for business development, males earn more in business development. Then for marketing, non-binary earns more. Then you see and see like that all over. The female is light blue, the male is dark blue, and the non-binary is brown. You can also change the color. You can change the color. Like now, I can come here. I can come to that's my y-axis. My y-axis. So my legend. I come to bars. I come to colors. I I can now change this. Maybe I want my female to be pink. No offense, but I want my female to be pink. It doesn't look so good anymore. So it looks like repelling. I leave my as blue. I leave it's close. Wrong color, wrong color, wrong color. Light blue. I want something that stands out. So you can see that you can only split with colors. You can always change colors to your taste and show like what kind of color and show what kind of color fits you. So the next thing I'm going to be talking is okay, we're talking about bar charts, bar and column charts. I really want to ask if everything is if we are following in our bar and column charts. If you have any question before I move forward, any question, should continue. Question I should continue. I'll take our silence as we understand what I'm saying and I should continue. So the next thing we're going to be working on, we're going to be working on line and area charts. So line and area chart shows a trend over time. Line and area chart show the trend over time. However, this our data set does not have a trend. It does not have a time frame. So you cannot really use line and area charts in our data set because it does not have a trend. It looks like something looks like maybe you are trying to predict maybe in June it peaked, maybe you had a peak scale in June, then it came down in May, I mean it came down in July, then went up in August. That's what line and area chart shows. So difference in line and area chart is that area chart has magnitude, while line chart doesn't have magnitude. Like what they're calling magnitude is color. Like under area chart, you see color. That's the difference. Under area chart, you see color, but under line chart, there's no color. Just a single line or three lines or whatever lines that it's trying to show over time. That is line and area charts. So pie and donut charts. Pie and donut charts. Pie and donut charts are used for percentages. Pie and donut charts are used for percentages. So they are similar because they do the same thing. Just depends on what you want to do. Let me name this bar and column chart. Bar stroke column chart. So now we're going to be working on our bar and column chart, our donuts or pie chart. Our donuts or pie chart. So now I come here, this is my donut chart. So now let's say we want to check the average salary by gender, but we don't want to use a table or a matrix. We want to check the average salary by gender, but we don't want to use a table or the matrix. So we'll come and click donuts. Comes and appears here. We'll click on gender. Move gender to our legend, then we'll put on salary. So you can see now that it's showing for male. This let me go and edit this. So you come here, no legend details values here. Let me edit so you can see it 0. So you can see that this is showing you percentage. It's showing you percentage and it's also showing you the amount. This is the average salary. Okay, I didn't put that average. Let me go and put it back to average. Average. So now it's showing you the average salary by gender. It's showing you the average salary by gender. You can see that 72K for male, for female 72K. So is somebody saying something? Joyce. Okay. So you can see that
sorry, it's a mistake.
Okay, no problem. You can see that it's 72K for male, then for female 75K for male and 79K for non-binaries. So as I said, donut chart. This is a donut chart. Then we want to make this a pie chart. So come and click here. It automatically changes to a pie chart. Donut chart, pie chart. Now you see me. Now you don't. Donut chart, pie chart. Basically, that's the difference between donut chart and pie chart. That's the difference between donut chart and pie chart. So now we're going to be going to the next one, which is card visualization. But before we go to card visualization, okay, let's do for card visualization. We'll do that one last. Card visualization. Card visualization actually just shows you a count. It shows you a count of the number of things. Like if you want to know the count of names in a place, we can use card visualization. If you want to know the count of names in a place, we can use card visualization. So now I come here. This is my card visualization. I click on it. My card visualization. I click on it. Then I click on, let's say, first name, and I come here and I click on count. Just count. And see that the count of names shows 943 first names. Is there 943 first names? Let's say I want to do another one for last names. Try to reduce. You see my first names here. I want to do another one for last name. I come here, I click on it, type last name. I highlight last name, or I move it here. Then I change this to count. It shows you that there are now around for 3 first names, there are now around for 3 last names, which is correct because the first name and the last name should tally. Let's say I want to change this title, like I want the title to be on top. I can always come here to my format, then I come to general, I come to title, I put my title on. I put my title on. I can say count number of employees. So you can see that it's appearing a number of employees. I can increase the size. I can increase the size. I can centralize it. I can make it bold. So I can only, this count of last name that's under, I can also remove it. The count of last name that's under, I can also remove it. I go to my visuals, call out category label, you off it. Go and off the category label and it's off. So this is very useful when you're trying to show your employees, or you're trying to show your business partners like some statistics, like, oh, this month we made this, in this month you're not, out of 5,000 employees, these are the number of this, these are the number of that, and everything. So this is very good. It's very useful for a count. This is what like a count visual is useful for. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is slicers. Slicer visual. Slicer visual is used more for filtering. Slicer visual is going to be used for filtering. So let's say now I want to know here. I want to know the amount of the number of employees that are females here. So I come and I create a slicer. I come and create a slicer. I bring it here. I create a slicer. I bring it here. Then I bring my gender. I put it here on my slicer. Then if I come and click on gender, this is the number of gender of females that are in this data set. It just shows me the number of females that are in this data set. If I come and click on male, it shows me the number of males that are in this data set. That's 164. Then I click on non-binary. It shows me that there are only 39 non-binary in this data set. So this is a slicer. A slicer is more like a filter. A slicer is more like a filter. I can make this a drop down. I can make this a drop down where I can just come, I open it. I come, I open it. I come, I open it. So this is like a slicer. So the last thing, I think we're going to use 1 hour for this class. Not that I think I want to use 1 hour for this class because I'm presently in church and I'm not quite outside church right now. So I want to use 1 hour for this class. So by 7 we should be done. So let's do the last thing quickly. I want to teach you how to do a little bit of data modeling. I want us to do a little bit of data modeling. So like, assuming we're trying to show the the gender by rating. We're trying to show gender by ratings. We're trying to show gender rating. It's not around. It's not around. We're trying to show gender by rating. So I click on to gender. I come to gender. Then I put rating here. So I come to gender. I come to rating. I come to gender. I come to rating. Then I move my rating as I put my rating as a legend. So now you can see that it's showing me my gender, it's showing rating, it's showing average for like male average is blue, wood is dark blue, orange is this thing, and purple and light blue and everything. What's been so much trouble. So yes, this is my column and everything. So assuming now, okay, yes, I wanted to say something. If you look at it categorically, you can see that it's not arranged in sequence. Average should not be before, it should not be before good, and it should not be before not rated. It's meant to be like not rated, very good, good, average, or very good. It's meant to be in sequence. But how Power BI sees is that he arranges it in order of, like he arranges it in ascending and descending order. He arranges it in ascending and descending order according to alphabetical order. Arranges the ascending and descending order. So how do we fix that? How do we fix that? So how we fix that? We come here, we come and we create a table. Data table to so we enter data, enter data. So we want to make order, like we want to make the order well. So I come and I add column, make it about 6. We name this rating. We name this order. So we are putting this as not rated. We name this as very good. We name this as good. We name this as average. We name this as poor. Then we name this as very poor. Then we name this table sort table. Sort table. Name is sort table, and whether it's in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we don't need to transform this because this is what we need. We don't need to transform it because this is what we need. So we come and put load on load. So it takes a while for the data to load. It takes a while for the data to load. Jesus. It takes a while for the data to load. Okay, so it's loading. The data is loading now. Yes, loading now. So yes, our sort table has loaded. It's loading. It's loading. It's not loaded yet. It's loaded now. Then it comes. I come here now. I come to my data, and I click on this sort table. So as you can see now, this is now showing me what the data I just entered. This is trying to show me the data I just entered. So I want this rating to sort by this order. I don't want to sort by this rating. I don't want to sort by alphabetical order. So I say sort column by, and I say sort column by order. Sort column by order. So now it's going to be sorting the column by order. If you come here now, So this now, if you can see, it has automatically created a relationship between HR data sets and sort table because it saw a column that has similar this, that is rating. It has created a one-to-many relationship. That's created a one-to-many relationship, which is not something that we like. I'm going to teach in a later class, but it has created a one-to-many relationship where rating, if you see the relation, if I click on this now, you can see that rating is highlighted. Rating highlighted. So rating is what's making these two data sets have a relationship. Rating is what's making these two data sets have a relationship. So now that I've created the relationship, we come here, then I come and I instead of me using this as a legend, I come here and use this new rating. I use as my legend. So now you can see that it has changed. Average is no longer the first. Average is now in the middle. Average is no longer the first. Average is now in the middle. So as you can see, not rated is the last. Very good is first, second. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, in that order. So now, like assuming I don't want to see not rated, people that did not put rated at all. So I come here, I click here, I drop down, click on this drop down, I do select all. I select all, then I unclick, I unselect this not rated. As you can see, not rated has disappeared from our visual. Not rated as disappeared from our visual. So now this coloring does not show. It's very hard to understand. This coloring scheme I'm using is hard to understand because it's very confusing. So assuming I want to make this look more look like an ascending to a descending kind of thing, I come here, I come at my command visual, I come to bars, I change this like a lighter shade of blue, then I kind of increase it, make it lighter here, then I come at average, I gray it out to show that these are people that are undecided instead of making this white because you cannot see white. I try to like, okay, let me use this one. Let me use this one. This one is like that. I don't know, it's bright. It's bright. Let me use this one. Then I come to pour. I make pour. Obviously, pour is something that should be a red color. So I come and use this on my pour. So at my very pour, I use this. Okay, I have done that. I've done that. Let's say I want to increase size. I can always come here, edit title. I title my title. The title here. I can always come and increase it. It's in the middle. Make it look better. Then now, let's say I want to have the data label inside. Like I want to be able to see what I'm talking about. I come and turn on my data label. If you can see clearly, it's small. It's small. The data label is small. So I come and I data label. I come to the values here. I can increase it by size. I can change the color to black so it can be seen. I change the color to black. Then I put the decimal as 0. So it's a bigger decimal. Let me try to increase the size. So now you can see it clearly. Then this count of rating, let's say I want to remove it. This is my y-axis. My y-axis. So I put all the y-axis completely. My y-axis completely. Off. No, my x-axis, No, title. No, y-axis. I need the title in the y-axis. I put all my title in my y-axis. Title in my x-axis. Okay. So yes, Joyce and Nana, I hope you've learned something today. This is where I will be drawing the buttons for our class. So we learned about our matrix and our table visuals. We learned about our matrix and table visuals. We learned about our clustered charts and our clustered bar charts. Then we learned about our bar and column charts. Then we learned about our donuts and our pie charts. We also learned about our card visual and our slicers, emails. Then we learned about how we can delve into a little bit into data modeling, delve a little bit into data modeling. That's all we have time for today. I don't know if there are any questions quickly. We can try them out.
No, no questions from me.
Okay. So that was Nana that spoke, right? Joyce, are there any questions?
I don't have the question, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's very nice. So that means we got basically, but the thing is that we have to practice. It's not just coming to like class like this, but you actually have to practice the data set. And I am very much available to help in case you have any issues concerning like maybe you are stuck somewhere. I'm very much available to help. Just send a DM or send it on a group chat so it doesn't look like you're trying to do anything extra. But like anything works for me. Just send a DM or send on the group chat. And I'll send a video recording of this class plus the data sets we used yesterday. It's still the same data set of yesterday, so I'm just going to send the video we used for the class plus so I'm going to send the recording. That's the video. Then I'm going to send a book which is going to teach about storytelling with data. So that's all we have time for today. I really hope we learned something today. Let me stop my recording.